Good morning, everyone. Once again, back on stream. We're going to see where the stock market is. Let's see if we're going to see a decline today, or it might be the biggest hook ever before really sliding down. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens, baby. Let's open up Thinkorswim. See, I was talking here by myself that the conditions in the city are continuing to get worse. Yesterday, the shushing lady, the one that chased me around Whole Foods Tribeca and threatened to kill me up in there and pulled a pistol and closed the cafeteria, that also was involved in perming my hair at the tree train, headed to New Hope, and was there when they were injecting my leg and doing things to me on the tree train, the New Hope one. Went to the library yesterday doing nothing, staring at a screen. I swear to God, she didn't even open the library computer. She just sat there, charging nothing and doing nothing like that, looking at the screen. And then I started talking about Egypt, because obviously in the library you can't talk, but I was talking to you guys yesterday about Egypt, the conditions in Egypt that they found this thing underground in. And Egypt, they put too much power on the findings of one man. They gave the treasurer, the director of antiquities. Everyone knows who he is. If we're talking about Egypt, he's like the Indiana Jones, right? So they gave too much power to that guy, and they're not letting any more explorations or anything else related to Egypt, right? So when someone has a lot of power, any other findings cannot be rebutted. Why? Because they don't. First, I put many examples. Many new findings cannot be rebutted when it comes to the history of humanity. One, Egypt doesn't want you to search any further. Two, these people, how do you call it? They want to pick and choose. No, wait. That first, Egypt doesn't want you to find. Two, it's like a house of cards perspective. That if you pull any date from Egypt out of the equation and you put Egyptians 30,000 years older than they really are, the entire world, the entire the clock of the series of things has to happen, everything gets thrown the fuck away, So that's two things. Because we gave too much, we put too much leverage on Egypt and their findings for a long time. So Egypt and its government, for if we are going to really change history, you need to take the pyramids or any historical site from the actual country to make a final assertion. But those people in Egypt are not going to let you either dig underground and check if those pillars are there. They don't want to continue. They don't want to assume that they are wrong. And in the end, and this is to finish off to what I was talking about yesterday before she interrupt up before she interrupted me. To finish off, the world is never going to catch up what really happened in Egypt, while at the same time we gave too much interest in Egypt when it comes to that, while the white world, because obviously it's North African, these people are brown. The northward, the Rome, the anyone above in Europe, all that history was deleted by them, like by the Moors. The Moors were the ones that went up and fucking destroyed everything. So in turn, these people, Egypt in general, is looking to disclose the fact that they were probably 30,000 years old and not 3,000 years old, while at the same time, you know, looking to hide or destroying the fact that what happened in Rome, there's little evidence in Rome, which is white color, and lots of evidence of the black. So it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy when it comes to their dates and the way we have given them power to put the years of everything of the story of humanity in place. Because if you put Egypt, right, Egypt and the pyramids and its construction 30,000 years old, based on possible findings, you throw out The Bible, right? The Bible's thrown out. The release the Jews from captivity goes out. All this shit goes out. While the story of the Italian, the Northern Europe story is very difficult. There's little traces. It's underground still. Like if you look at Europe, the actual history of that area, it's so deep under there because it happened such a long time ago. While they sort of set the dates for themselves, and they said it based on subjective material, because uh, decrypting hieroglyphics, that's all subjective. That's not objective. It's not like ABCDE and the English language. It's subjective. So you are imagining what you're reading when you're reading hieroglyphics. So there could be a flaw. There's a very high chance that the findings in Egypt, based on giving a single man power or base this control Egypt has, could have a substantial effect in the world's timeline, and basically in what happened in what we consider global or modern history. When you start going back into the BC and Christ and all this. That's what I was talking about yesterday. That the Egypt people, that the world has put too much leverage or too much trust in the numbers of these people, and these people might be fucking wrong, big wrong, and we have little data on Rome. We might have a lot of data in Rome, but we don't have enough data from the Roman time, from the fall of Rome. That was destroyed. These people destroyed everything because they were white. So you got we are following the fucking we are keeping track on time based on a few brown motherfucking historians and artifact directors and shit, and we have forgotten about the older world. So that's basically what was my argument yesterday, that we put too much effort in that fucking ace of spades right there in Egypt, while the whole house of cards might just collapse on them with just one finding, just one thing, maybe a piece of metal down there. Something melted, something smelted, something UFO shit underground. Or basically the capacity of constructing something like the pyramid underground like that. To sustain everything. That's a way more modern assumption. So they really thought that the pyramids were gonna sink, right? So they constructed them from the bottom up, or did they really do that, or did they come from dinosaurs? Were the Egyptians with the dinosaurs, or were the Egyptians with us here? Like that's basically what I was saying yesterday. So the situation here is getting tense. That same woman that closed down the cafeteria Whole Foods was there yesterday, and she was there looking at the computer without charging, without doing nothing, waiting for me to say something. And I was talking about what I was told you guys about. It started shushing, and it triggered me because she's fucking following me to shut me down, not to shut me down, but to shut me up in a real disrespectful manner, because it already happened at Whole Foods, and Whole Foods she used to do that, right? Oh, shut up, like a motherfucking bitch, and then I moved my chair to the other side of the cafeteria, in which my spoken words, were difficult to hear to her fucking a deaf fucking mind out there at the other corner of the cafeteria, because she used to sit with the bums. And then you know what she did? She moved right real close to where I'm at. So it's harassment. And that's where she pulled the gun. That's where they closed down the cafeteria right at the end, around the last month of me going to Whole Foods. So I go to Battery Park City now every day, or every day that's open till about 3, maybe 2 o'clock, or whatever the charge my things. And now she's going there. Now she threatened me down. Now she's trying to shut that shit down. Why? Because in these fucking monkeys' mind, oh, I don't deserve to charge. Oh, I don't deserve to set up like that. Oh, I don't deserve the computer. Oh, I don't deserve the chicken. Oh, I don't deserve. It has to stop. It has to stop. These people are either got to be put in a mental hospital, or I'm going to go to Boston. And I'm saying it on stream. I go to the park. I gotta fit in with Boston now. I gotta go over there and listen to their language and imitate them as a 40-year-old man. Because the crisis here is serious. Because people left, and they left, but nobody said it. The world news said nothing about why these people were leaving New York City, but I found out. They want to make you, they want to bankrupt you, they're hurting you, they want to perm your fucking hair so that it's thick as a motherfucker and you know and dreadlocks within 3 days. They want to follow you into these establishments. They want to complain. They want to keep tabs on you on what you eat, what you're not eating. They want to know your cards. They want, they want to pickpocket you. They want to, slash your clothing. They want to do all these things to you. They want to break your computer and not steal it because they don't need it. It's about they don't want you to have things. I gotta go. I'm this close. If something happens again, I'm gonna curse her off again for shushing me up, and I'm gonna walk out, and I'm getting on a fucking bus. Getting on a bus. Fuck this place. Fuck this city. And it'd be the last time I return to New York City, because the city did not put the means, the power in place to incriminate and put in prison these motherfuckers so that they learn what not to do to other people. It's a race thing. It's about prejudice. They're having prejudice towards me because I got money, right? Because I'm a doctor too. I got a doctorate and money, right? It's about prejudice towards whites in this motherfucker. And they think that as a doctor, I'm gonna go work with them so that they could fucking, have these act the same way as that stupid bitch. And we have no means of defense. We have nothing. We can't defend ourselves. We can't throw a punch out here. And they could steal. They get free food. They start begging for reparations at McDonald's. Oh, let me get a bagel, let me get some juice. They start begging. They could steal. They got bail. Right? And the system is like leaning towards them. District attorney, black. Mayor, black and corrupt. This and that. Oh, has to go. That's why people left. This is the reason why 100,000 fucking people left, citing safety concerns. 47% of the people that left the city did not leave because they couldn't afford food, did not leave because they couldn't pay rent. They left because these fucking monkeys are 100% at a dangerous level now. They are at stalking, counting, knowing what you got, voicing out their concerns about ownership of things, right? They're communist, big communist, not socialist, big communist. And it's dangerous. This type of people like that want to say, I want to kill them with a gun in their hand, that's real dangerous. Yeah, okay. That's real dangerous. With gun in their hand at the Whole Foods library, right? Gripping the gun and saying, I'm going to kill him with the pistol. That's dangerous. It is not normal to live your life in a fashion in which you have people threading on every single step that you take. Every single step. What food did he buy? What food did he buy? Where did he go? What train is he on? It's dangerous out here now. It's really dangerous. And it's not just one criminal element. You don't have a single bully out here. Everyone could be a bully. Everyone is connected. All of them are on the phone, keeping memory. They're like this, try to single you out. It has to stop. It has to stop. They got to find out how to stop them, or more people are going to end up leaving the city. People like me got to leave the city. Why? Because what they want to stop is me from charging and working on my computer in a public establishment. They want to stop me from going into the same place at the same time to plug up, charge my phone, and do my thing on my computer. That's what they're trying to stop. Why? Because they know that that's where my money comes from. They're trying to stop me from having money or from making money. The same way they don't want me to have things. It's serious out here. It's real concerning behavior. And we don't have any mace. We don't have a pistol. We can't have a baton. We can't have a stick. We can't do anything about it. We got to just sit there and let them roam free and do whatever they want to us. do whatever they want to us out here in New York City. So if you have money in New York City and you're young, be careful with your friends because all they want to do is make you poor. And they will find a way to make you poor. They will find out. It is not funny. Let's crank up the thing script and check the market to see where we're going, to see where we are going, gentlemen. Let's see what happens today. My voice echoes here. She told me to shut up, but I heard my echo, like the way that I was speaking. I don't know. I have a particular tone that sometimes is low, but even the same tone could be a little louder. And I heard myself echo that way, like I heard it through the building. It's a pretty big enclosed space. I heard the resonance of my words out that way, so I understood why she told me to shut up or to keep it quiet because I heard myself. It echoed like that way. I heard it. Like I heard myself go back in my ear. Like pop, pop. Few words that were pretty loud. And I'm talking normally. I'm not I wouldn't say that I'm screaming, but I think I'm talking normally. I'm not getting too loud. Let's see where the market's going. Hopefully it's dumping. Because if it's not dumping, people are risking a lot of money if we go back to 480. And if we aren't, good. If we aren't, good. If you have money, Papa, get out the city. Because they're scheming. They're trying to find out a way. They are trying to find out a way to take what's yours, to break what's yours with no foundation whatsoever, just to stop you from having things. That's that's at the level that it got. It got to that level. To take what you got and break it because they don't want to use what you got. They just want to stop you from having things. And you don't have a car. I don't have a car. I sleep on the street. You see that? I sleep on the street. So you sleeping on the street and having money to eat, to spend, to have expensive things, that triggers an autoimmune response to them related to your personal property. You know, like it's to your personal property, to the way you live. It's a real attack to the way you live, to how you live your life and how I've done it. Because this is basically, I've done this for how many years? 2009, 9, 10, just sitting on a computer, 15 years already doing the same thing, making the same amount of money, starting out, developing through time, getting better, becoming a doctor and doing all these things. It's about the way I live that sends a autoimmune response because they can't do what I do. They want to, but they cannot. Maybe they tried, but they failed miserably. Oh, it went up. It went up. It's bullish. It went up. Let's see where we are on MACD. Yeah, it did not go where it was intended. We need a we need a full drop today. A fall from grace from 517 and I saw last night that the candle, yesterday's day candle from 505 to 525 was a bearish. There's it was a bearish candle yesterday on the daily between 505 and 525. So right now they are luckily in the sell band. They are in the sell band, and they might drop out under here. They might, but they might not. The real buying should occur where there's all this demand. I'm hopeful that we go into 479 today, that this ends quickly, and to see what happens, because they bought yesterday, but this is, I said last night, this is a hook to the mouth to investors that don't know what they're doing. They're just trying to get people to swallow the sinker, the hook, the bait, and everything. The market's dropped 250 points. Why are you going to go long today? There's no reason with VIX, with the market so volatile. It makes no sense. So what we're waiting for, or I'm still waiting for, is 479 or under 480. We are still we are still in the angle of descending back to the 480 mark in outer regression. We are right there. We are this close. Just like me going to Boston. We are this close of putting the hook, catch and release all these people that got hooked on this bump. Just a little bump. How long has it been since the bull signal? And it's not, and there wasn't really a how do you call it, a high trust bull signal. You see here, maybe right here was high trust, right here was high trust at pre-market, but since yesterday, this is yesterday pre-aftermarket. This is the most trust when the signal happened at 11:30 yesterday. Right here is high trust. So at 13, yeah, so 130 high trust. You could have gone long here at this angle, at this separation, and would have caught a decent trade. So it's only been okay. So since before it went bullish, then the next one was the signal. This was a what do you call it? Blood in the water event right here. This is blood in the water. People caught the bottom, the lowest point since the drop, which I should have gone in at 482, but I didn't because I wanted 480 flat. Remember, I set a limit order for it, and they all bounced. It bounced up 23 points. But in turn, for doing that, they made all of this. You see where the supply is here? They made all of this from here to here a sell pivot. All of this is all of this up here is sell. Matter of fact, I'm going to check the 30. Let's uh let's check the 30 and see what we see on the 30. The 30 is fairly bullish today. So it might be bullish. I think it's going to be bullish. Today is going to be a good day. I definitely do have calls. I got calls for December, but I got them old already. My calls are old as fuck. My calls are 510 calls, and they're at 3,000 delta per dollar switch. See right here, see, this is going to wake up with a lot of money with that 3,000 delta. So delta's not maximized. There's 50 of them for December. No, I didn't make the God trade. I didn't get my dividend, but I'm already in. I was already in since I'm in for end of year. Way before then. By the time I got to 510 or around here, where's 510? Here. So when it was here or near the 50% extension, I took a long trade. And I would have taken another one for the next year over here, down here. But so far, it's good. If it's going to continue going up, I'm going to make my money. I'm already 7 points in the money already. Let's December 31st, 25. How many days to expiration is that? Where is it? Where's DTE at? Where's DTE? The December one. 647 DTE. 647 DTE. 415C. I mean, not in. How do you call it? GTC. Wait for confirmation. Wait for confirmation. Wait for confirmation. DTE. And 31st. DC 647. Is it 647 or that's the old one? No, 267. 267. 267 DTE. So far, so today I might just go boom. Waiting for that 480. That 480 is gonna strike BGT too. That 480 is gonna hit. I'm starving. I should have gotten that breakfast. I should have gotten that breakfast sandwich. I gotta start sending money because I got paid yesterday finally. My cash flow is bad, 25% so far. I'm 85 under, 554. Let's do calculations at where we are now. 154. Wait, calculate, not calculation, calculator. Calculator, here we go. 154 minus 26. Wait, 28 minus 14 minus 60 minus 40. $12. Do I be at $12? It's a lot of money, baby. I'll be back and I'll have to put $220 back. But this is then we could do plus 120 by the 19th. So in 10 days, I'm at 132 right now. I've eaten $30 and then whatever else on PayPal is what's gonna make the difference. Whatever's left on PayPal is gonna make the difference. Sections. Very good, very good, very good. Let's cash out. Let's cash out quickly. Hold on, let me open up this. I'll be here till 11 till 10:30. So we still have some time. We got 10:30 today to see this. So far the 30 looking bullish. See that MACD on the 30? ATR volume is high as hell. This MACD is telling me that today is going to be a bullish open, and acceleration is freaking crazy right now. So this is going to be a pretty big candle. And where I really want, but you see that? You see the man that I was talking about? Look at the sell. And this is the 30. It's not going to go too far. This is bullish, but we're going down, gentlemen. We're going down. We could assume that MACD is 28, but if you see this supply and you understand supply and demand, it might be mixed. It might be mixed or it might be crab. And it's with this resistance. I don't know if you guys could see what I'm seeing. I don't know if you guys could see. There's hope. There's light in my eyes out here right now. Light in my eyes. I don't know if you guys could see or perceive what I'm saying. You see this supply band, right? This is the supply band that I was talking about yesterday between 504 and 520, but it's sort of the wicks pre-market have been starting to move, and wicks have remained above a 516. So all of this is still bleed. And with resistance lines, which is this and this, where's another one? And this one right here, that's right here hiding. It makes it real difficult for price to move up here. So it's likely that we move above 517. It's somewhat likely that we touch or maybe wake up 523, and it's real unlikely that we see over 525 today. Anything over 525 will be lots of sell pressure based on supply. And then hopefully we get a multi rebound because I don't see a flag happening today. So this in turn is going to make this candle in turn is going to push below the cloud. And if it goes deep enough, if demand is suddenly destroyed and we go back to the 54 level, there's going to be a sell signal. So if we go back to 504 right here, if we go to this line right here, this 504, where buyers yesterday all of a sudden bought, there might be a sell signal today on SPY, and we cruise down to maybe 494. And to add to this conundrum of things, we got extreme. We are under extreme MACD, so candles are red. It leans bearish based on extreme MACD too. Yesterday's pump was not sufficient for us to be above 559. It was insufficient. We might thread close to 535, but with this supply right there, okay, now they're testing supply right now. With this supply right there and these trend lines, I see a gradual decline. And hopefully we see 480, the dreaded mark. And once we hit 480, Godspeed, trade the day and forget about weeklies because my daily balance should grow considerably since then. Should be pretty serious. It's going to grow a lot. Just 50 contracts, 50 contracts for December. Call contracts on December right now got a $3,000 mark on them. So every strike price is $3,100. So it might grow a lot. Those contracts might grow significantly in Delta. And if I get the 10,000 next year call contracts, then the balance will grow billions. It should be really violent. The open should get real violent. It should be a paper trade that should be substantial, and that's what we're looking at right now. So We're looking at this sales. We're looking at this sell band, looking to curb the MACD. Looking to stop bullish volatility along with the trend line and sort of start leaning bearish. Unless there's enough of a volume spike today that pushes this up and starts making leaning bullish a little bit more easy. It might. You never know. You never know. The market always has a way, but you as always, how do you call it? You never know what happens. I call this the hook. This is the bull trap. If you look at this at a macro scale, let's pull out the 2 hour candle. If you look at this at the on the other one, this is the daily. Let's pull the hour, and this looks like a huge. You see this bull trap here between 677 and 653. This looks just like that. Let's do our chart. You see it? You see that bull trap right there? That was a bull trap right there. See the bull trap yesterday? Whoop. Uh, we might stay outside regression on the hour. Let me do 1 hour and 2 years. 3 years. 3 years. 365 days. You see it? You see where it is? Look at that 6.2 when you went. How many bull traps has it been since 6.3? Since the 105th? We went down. It went down to 585. It was a bull trap. No, wait, here. Bull trap they bought 597, and we dipped lower that next day big time. And then we went down again. This one was sort of a bull trap too. 553. It went up. Just entice people to buy it to continue short selling them. Right here, 549. It went up and then it went down. Big spike. Another bull trap here. Up. Another one here. Up. This is the main one. Everyone's like, oh, yeah, 546 is going to be the bottom. Yeah. Pump it. And then in a few days. And this has an even greater possibility to just right down here. Right down here. And if we stay at the 38 extension, that's going to be a little weird with it too. 38 extension might be it, but I really would like to see the 23rd extension, although it's really likely to see 457 in this setup. Really unlikely. Really, really, really unlikely we see this setup. But we're almost there. This is my buy entry. This white band is where I want to buy. See how it's all green? This is where I want to buy. Oh, I'm starving. I want Taco Bell. Right now, I want a Crunch Wrap Supreme, double beef, a beefy cheese 5-layer burrito, a soda, and a hard taco. Or the papitas. You know the papitas? The tater tots with the beef and the sour cream. I want that right now. Yesterday, all I had was how do you call it? Beef jerky. I've been having beef jerky a lot. Having to floss my teeth a lot too. So yeah, this MACD is pretty strong. It's screaming bullish to me. This is the 30 chart, by the way, but this area right here is big concern. There's great concern and bullish momentum right now, so we could just swiftly. Let's check news real quick and see where we are Financial juice. Financial juice. What do we have today that could be volatile as hell? We got Canadian IV PMI. That's not important. White House press briefing at 2. Yields and 3 o'clock. Trump signs executive order on energy. So we're gonna start drilling today. Apparently, should be bullish on Tuesday. Let's check EHA. Let's check this boy right here. All right, here we go. Boom, boom. Yesterday, BlackRock CEO Larry Fink. We probably in a recession right now with another 20% drop possible. That's where I get rich. Suggests airlines are complaining to him that they're already in recession. Sees it as a long-term buying opportunity. Economy tweaking as we speak. MicroStrategy down 5-6 billion in the Bitcoin purchases that they made at the start of this year. MicroStrategy is taking a motherfucking blow to the dick, a motherfucking kick to the donkey balls. Nvidia went lower than COVID 22. Time to buy. Pelosi. There's a lot of people that are going to start buying stocks soon. That's why I say this is the hook. See how big that hook is in the stock market? You could see it right here. I gave you the snippet. Let's go back to the 1 hour 380 days. Let's go to the 1 hour 360 days for the year. This is hey, where is it? Where is it? Why did it look like that all of a sudden when it was fine the last time I zoomed out? Where is it? Where did it go? Oh, because it's in the other chart. Oh, sorry about that. 30 minute here. 30 minute, 30. 10-day 30. That's mine right there. Hold on. It's the hook. We're watching that sell band right there today. We need to be watching all of this supply. There's still lots of short selling activity. So yeah, they bought into here. BlackRock saying that there's still 20%. So we could already calculate from 50 how much is 20%. If this is 50 and this is 38, this is 20%, 480. Right? Makes sense, right? 50, that's 38 so far. Minus 8, 19% right here. That's 19% right here from where we are now, or from the low, maybe 19% here. Maybe from the 28 to the 23 could be the 20%. It's up to them. It's up to the market. So this is the hook that I was talking about. BlackRock's telling people on national television there's still 20%. This is the hook. Everyone bought here. Everyone wants to get in early. Blood in the water. Everyone wants to buy, but nobody's ready for the margin call. If there's a margin call, if they're able to continue buying, if they're if they can continue buying to stop this from going down. Because remember, retail and institutionals are sort of could collaborate together to stop the free fall from happening. All they got to do is dump their money in the stock. They're not, Either that's all they got to do. They know how to manipulate the market. Trust me. These people know mechanicals. They know. They know about squeezes. They know when it's squeezing. Matter of fact, let's check if it's squeezing. Let's look at the squeeze monitor right now on the 30. Squeeze. This one. Squeeze. Let's check on that on the lower study. What do we see? Yeah, we're still squeezing. Not today though, but this is where we are right now. You see how it's squeezed? Let's check the 30 on this same chart. Are we squeezing today? That's the 30. Yep. It's kind of yellow. This is going down, gentlemen. MACD is green, but this is already indicator that unless volume moves this purple line above, which is still bearish, it's going to find it's going to consider any low high a new low or the high low. Basically, like go down, high low, go down, new highest point, like go down highest point, go down highest point, go down highest point. Oh yeah, we're squeezing. We're squeezing. We got to just watch it. 20%. Let's continue reading the news. BlackRock is usually right. BlackRock is not going to be stupid with it. What else? Chapter 11 commercial bankruptcy jumped 20% March to April. Individual bankruptcy. People are becoming bankrupt, up 13% since last month. Talk about trade agreements, how countries don't want to tariff us anymore. Magic in 5 days. That's magic. That's magic. You threaten a country after they've been taxing your ass on all types of shit, and then overnight they say no tariff. That's some work. 5 days. 5 fucking days, bro. That's all he took to make these people say, no, I don't want to charge you 90% for our cars. I don't want to charge you 40% for our cars. You know, I don't want to charge you for that. And China is the only one that it's not going to bow down. You know, China shit's going to be expensive out here. Shit. But I love China. Anyway, where are we? Iran. Great news with Iran. Great deals and permanent tariffs. If they don't make deals, they won't be allowed to participate in the United States. Sometimes the best strategy in negotiation is convincing the other side you are crazy. When was this? Yesterday? Ah, no way. Fake news did the pump yesterday? This man is a genius. The man that I'm reading about is a genius. So this is what he found out. You remember this pump yesterday morning? Let me go back to the minute. Remember the pump yesterday morning? 1 minute. Remember that yesterday? Remember this? That was fake news. Fake news made these people buy like crazy. Hold on, right here. You see this pump? The 2317 pump? There was fake news that posted that said that Trump was gonna consider pausing tariffs. Rumors emerge at 10:10 yesterday of a 90-day tariff pause. CNBC reports it. The S&P 500 finds about $3 trillion of people buying like crazy the pump. And then NBC reports that it was not true. And then you can see it. You can see it. That's what news does to people. I said the hook. Look at the hook right there. This right here. Right here. A rumor. Oh, a rumor. Yeah. A pause. We can't let this go down. Let's lie. What are we gonna lie about? Oh, Trump paused. It's gonna pause rates for 90 days. Oh, bye. Woo. No, it's not true. Fuck. And back down to the beginning. So they caused this bullish trend. If not, I would have gone in my trade. These people got to manipulate the market to stop Michael J. Berry like myself. People like myself from getting deeper profit. They got to lie to get their means. That's real funny. That's some real funny stuff. They got to lie. They got to make fake news to pump the market. I'm gonna hold on. Let me write this on Wall Street Bets. Let me write this on Wall. let me leave a very special a turd with a beautiful American flag on it. Hold on. Let me say good morning to Sarah. Nice. Nice. Good morning, Sarah. Are you okay? Have have you taken the sell off? Okay. Now for the funny shit. At least some funny shit. Would you believe that yesterday at 10:10 it was not a squeeze and rather fake news about a 90-day pause on CNBC of tariffs, and it added $3 trillion to stop me from my 480 trade. Without this pump yesterday, I would be in a $15 million trade. But instead, bulls gotta fake it to make it. That's how delusional are bulls right now. Fake news on the stock market to win and change the trend. We need bearish fake news. We truly do today. It's pure unfairness. Sell the hook today. Give bulls the two-piece Ali style today. Hold on, let me copy this and put it on the other one. Right here on this one, on this one. uh, look, I'm not lying. Look at that. Look at this. I'm not lying. Delusional bulls, fake news to pump my 480 from hitting. Sell the market. Sell today. Leans bearish. Supply from 505, 525. Sore losers are sore losers, man. Sore losers. They created the biggest hook bull trap. Use fake news. $480 will hit. BlackRock says that 20% extra of drop is possible. That means the 35th fib for the year, maybe the 23rd percent fib extension. 20%? For 20% is 23rd extension. 23% extension. Sell this shit today. Sell it. Nah, that's just making people. That's that's making people lose more money. Blood in the water, just more pain instead of just bottoming out. Then ATH next year. Is Sarah here? Did you go? Oh my God! Don't tell me. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. would like to have something hearty again. Every morning I wake up, I sit here, and I am starving. Let this drink. Let's see what let this drink has for breakfast. No way. There's a margarita pie for $12. Is there? There is. Where's the fucking menu? Let this drink morning menu. Choo, 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 choo. Baby. What's happening? What's happening? Single minute, 10 MACD still. Sound this shit, baby. Nice, the sun came out. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. God damn it. Can't find the brush to get this powder from. Not powder, but dust from the keyboard. Let's see what happens today at Open. Trying to be volatile here in the next half an hour, but we go here. We're gonna put the 30. Oh, excuse me. Let's do the 30 today. Today we're gonna look at the 30. Let's do 2-day 30. 2-day to stop the. Oh. Da, 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 da. Right there. Right on the cheese. MACD is pretty good, but it's not too good when it comes to looking at the, like I mentioned earlier, the supply band. Look, supply is even filling in even redder than that. It might flag all day. Let's see what happens. That's how it's looking like right now. Flag, buyers underneath, sellers above, like always. Everything is the same. Think of my supply demand like Bookmap. We need key levels. Key levels 500, 515, 505, so on and so forth. Let's drop this 20% down this week. It would be mint. What else can I do for breakfast today? I could probably go to the pharmacy, but there's no ham. There's nothing real breakfasty like can of soda and a bag of chips is not breakfast. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. All right, let's withdraw the funds so we start. Hmm, that was crazy. All right, let's withdraw these funds today. Starving. Side to side, side to side. Redeem that shit. Eat as much as we can. Another one? All right. Don't worry, I got another one. You're not gonna do that to me. You're not gonna do that to me. You think you're gonna hide me from making my things? 'Cause I got a number from one place. All right, that was one. Let's make the other one. All right, let's text myself real quick to confirm activity. Right here. Lol, baby. Okay. Here we go. Okay, 929 929 510 3504. That's it, right? Hmm. Baby. Stralala. 939 939 980. 939 980. Tralala. Tralala. So fucking UK website making me go through hoops for $5. I knew it was gonna be a bad website. Let's go for it. Allow national ID. All right. Yep. Yep. Wait. Gotta remove the background overlay because Michael Berry's next to it. Hold on, I gotta do a verification here of ID. One, two, three. Yeah, it's me. Continue. Am I verified or what? Are we done? Redeem? Let me check the email. Let me check the email. Request. The fuck is that? Not a scam. What's nice. All right, 15 already. Okay, do more processing. Let me see. Payment. Perfection. Instant payment. Why can't everything be like that? Why can't everything be like that? I make $300 the same way. Why can't every single website be as fast as that one? It took 1 minute for payment. One. That's how everything should be. You work hard, you take 2, 3 days to make $10. 1 minute. Perfection. 300 every time, $300 on time. There's nothing better than that. There's nothing, nothing can explain the happiness I got for that. Nothing can explain the real happiness of that. Woo! Thank you, Drumo. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 experience, baby. Woo! Put it to payment so I could track my payments. Payments. So I could track them all. Payments. Woo! Woo! Thank you, baby. You guys are amazing. I like that from these people. Paid in a second. That was beautiful. Beautiful. And that's my side job. That's just the side job, Woo! 15 today, plus another 10 today, because I'm definitely making $10 on the other website today. It's 25. We're back on track. Back on track. I was 10 a day till they took too long. Till they took way too long. Oh, I want 2 Popeyes sandwiches, man. Right now, oh, that would hit the spot so bad. I'm starving. Woo! All right, the wick is going into that supply side. See what they're trying to do here, right? 9:30, 10 minutes before they're in here, but I'm pretty sure this wick is going to squeeze down to 517, and then it's all over for them. It's over. It's over. What are they trying to do? Be bullish? Look at the wick. It's going to be. We're going here today. We're going into this demand today. Ba, ba, da, ba. I want a sandwich. I want a sandwich. Oh, now you guys see where I'm at. You see how beautiful this place is? I gotta put back the background. I gotta put back the background. I gotta see this. Oh my goodness, a breakfast sandwich right now. A chicken one would be 11 out of 10. I think I'm gonna go end up eating the breakfast sandwich. Let me check my finances real quick. Let me re-verify that shit. Pum, 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 Up in 1 week. $88 on PayPal in 1 week. That's good. That's what we need. Remember, we lost 256 on that. by having to put back money. So we are on the same. We are on path to have to do the same thing this month too, because we're not gonna let the cash one die. 883, baby. $98. Show it. 93. $93, baby. And it's not showing here. Tango's not showing on PayPal. That transaction apparently was instant and not from PayPal. Hopefully we put 200 now. Now that the payment situation has stopped. So I'm $53 into from 93 into coffee for buying that breakfast there. The food and beer, I'm at $34, which is for April 8th. I think I'm doing pretty good in food and beer. I'm being reserved. $10 in crypto, and that's about it. That has been the expenses of the month. 97 spent. That transaction don't want to show. That transaction from Drumo is sort of hidden. Come on, show up. I think it's probably instant or direct. And Bitcoin is taking a splash. You can get back. You can stop that. A smooth criminal. Let's check it on PayPal. See how that transaction looks like. You see the wick? See what See what's happening on the wick? That supply is not going to go away. 2 minutes, 40 seconds. And it's okay. The blood stains on the carpet. Drumo, payment received. Drumo SA. That one's not showing. Really bullish pre-market. It might be. It might be bullish. Nominals are screaming buy right now. I might do a call on it, but we're a supply, so it's not time to buy. It's time to sell. If I want to use these nominals, I would use these nominals at 510, not in here, knowing we're going down. "36 seconds, gentlemen." Hey, stop it. Stop doing max brightness. Bing, bing, bing. What's really bullish right now?
Iceberg ESL.
Really bullish on Bookmap. But look at the candle. Where's it going? Where's the candle going with all that bullishness?
Iceberg ESL.
They're being rejected at that resistance
Stop
line.
ESL.
ES sell. Say goodbye. You see the short set? Let me zoom it in for you guys. This is why you don't buy jumping to conclusions. Being rejected right here. Look at the wick starting to show up. That resistance line is going to dominate the day right here. This one, this 520 right here, 19, midday, that one. Say goodbye. It was a good attempt. Good try. Good try. Good try, Bulls. Good try. They really want it. They really want it. Let me check out that book map again. Yeah, that book map is freaking vertical. Vertical on book map, but then the red is starting to fill in from above. Yeah, love it. VIX is in an uptrend right now, so there's more volatility to come. That's not going to change. Still at 40. What's 50? But it's still at 40, which is 10 points lower. That's not too far from where we're supposed to be. Here we go. What's happening here? Red candle? Go down, baby. Opening candle was red. Opening candle was red. Opening candle is red, gentlemen. On the 30. I don't know on the minute. I would eat a whole loaf of bread right now. That's how hungry I am. Whole loaf of bread. The whole thing just hung. Let me check Chat GPT. What's the cheapest thing I could get? What's the cheapest thing I can eat? Oh wait, Chat GPT. List all the cheapest to most expensive things I can eat at Hudson Eats at Brookfield Place Mall. Consider foods, places at the food court, and prices. Do cheap to expensive. Egg and cheese brioche, $7. Little Munster. No, do list more. List more. List more. You're opening my appetite. There's lobster rolls up there. Right there. Tartinery is the one in front. $7. Egg roll brioche. Ficeles. Choose among ham and cheese, prosciutto, brie and fig jam. No, I mean, list more than 30 items, please. Cheapest to more expensive. Just trying to find out what's up there. I gotta save this page. Classic bagel and cream cheese out there, up there. That's cheap. 150. I'm down. Stop it. Why are you closing this up? Leave me alone. What's happening in the stock market? It's really quiet. It's like they want to figure out how to go higher, but they found out they can't. They found out they're in a bull trap. See, it's squeezing down. Where are they going? Let's look at the day. Let's go back to the day. Let's go back to the day chart, day 2 year or day 3 year. Not that day here. Daily, 5 years. Apparently, we're outside regression now, but it's not my three. It's three, right? Three. Wait, 1 year? Now I lost the chart I was using yesterday. God damn. No, 10 years? Yeah, 10 years. It was the 10 year. Let me zoom in to that candle. Let me zoom into that daily candle right there. There's no ticking, no strikes. The market's cold right now. It's scared. I'm up $18,000 on the calls. The December 31st. December 31st with what else? No, 18 in general. 18 total. 18,000. Let's see today's candle. Where's today's candle at? Oh, it popped up here. Let's see if it goes up or it fills back down. It's in the supply band right here of this candle. I need the wick to be to the upside on this candle. So move the body of the candle to 217, to 517, and start wicking up because all of this is supply. Matter of fact, let's do supply and demand on it. 16 permanent and see how it looks like. Oh, they're selling up here for the daily and none down here, but they should be down here. Maybe it is that I have too many years. Let's hide the regression and see if I can get a picture of the supply demand of this candle. Let's do day, and do 6 months. Still above. No real short sell pressure here. It's only here. There's nothing down here. It happened too quick. Day, 1 month. This is where we at. Just keep it on the 10-year. That's the good looking one. That's the most realistic looking one. See, outside, inside. That's what you're looking for. Outside, inside. There's no real wicks to the downside out here. Where we are now, there's nothing other than selling. Let's check the other one. Wicks to the upside here. Forming. It's really quiet. These people are scared. Look, there's 10x, but they're not moving. And it's bullish. Why? Because you're in this band, baby. You're in this red. All you got to do is start finding demand. It's really quiet here, man. Really quiet today. There we go. Big bullish bump. Big bullish bump. Say goodbye. That trend line's going to hold, baby. Bye-bye. They're buying. Whomever did that pump, better go
Iceberg
to hell.
ES buy. Iceberg ES buy.
Yes, buy. That was the iceberg. Or a big flood of investors buying at the same time. Maybe they wasted their trades. That whole iceberg could be wasted trade right there based on all this supply. You see that? Brah. They bought, go down. lose money. Take a sell. They took an L right there. You can see the L on real time. They all bought. They wanted to go here, and it went back down. They all bought stupidly. They took the L. They really want to go above. They really want to move this up here, but they have no chance with all that resistance. They got this line, right? The next candle is this. Now, this is the resistance line. So by the next candle, wait, no, this is the regression line.
Iceberg ES sell.
Sell, yeah. Big iceberg sell. People are selling now. They realize that they're not going anywhere. Baby, I'm starving. Starving. I'm up 22,000. I'm starving. Starving. Any money up, any money down. Do more.
Iceberg NQ buy.
Think I'm gonna go get a Ficelle, a $6 Ficelle. Let's see what's gonna happen today. They're
Stop
trying.
NQ buy.
They're buying. They really want to get outside that fucking trend line. Bye bye. They're not gonna push that up there. That trend line stays. It's too early in the day to be moving trend lines with all that supply in there.
Iceberg NQ buy.
See, that line stands. That trend line going nowhere. These people buying to lose. Bulls are Bulls are getting the extra
Iceberg
chromosome
ESL.
today. You see that? You see how much buying? You see how much buying they have done at that key level right there, man. And they keep doing it. They keep doing it. They like, yeah, we're gonna go, but they just buy and the market goes down. They're buying like, They're just people throwing the money away there. Peasants. Peasants. Ah, Peasants.
Iceberg ES buy.
Yes, buy again. They keep buying on that key level. They're going nowhere, bro. It's 19. Everyone that bought this morning on the 520, 521 are now down $1. Stop it. Stop
Iceberg
it. Just sell.
ESL.
They really don't want to sell at this point. This is just a delusion. Remember, yesterday they pumped the market off delusion, off unicorn fortune. Today they want to do the same thing. Today they want to do the same thing. Where you going? I mean, they did push the wick above the trend line. They will move it up a little bit, but how far up? Where's it at? It's at 513. I mean, 19.3. 19.4, 519.4. Yeah, 510 cents higher. Stop. Stop trying. Just give it up. I'm up $26,000. It's gonna be big till end of year, and I want to make it till next year. I want to make a really big one, but they gotta dump it because I'm not buying this bullshit here.
Iceberg and Q sell.
Here we go.
Stop
They're going.
ES buy.
They're going. They're going. They really want to test this trend
Iceberg
line
and
right
Q
here.
sell. Stop and Q buy.
They're trying with all their might to break 522. 522. There it is. Nah, they didn't make it. They didn't make it. They might try, but they got half an hour. They got about 7 minutes to go. And then after that, our next candle is going to be a short sell. They're going to give up by 10 o'clock.
Stop and Q buy.
I'm starving. I am starving. I'm thinking about food. I'm thinking about getting 2 breakfast sandwiches over here. I'm on some other level. I'm on something right now. I want. I'm thinking about Uber Eats. I'm thinking about all this type of shit right now. Uber Eats and everything. Like, I want some food, mama. I want food. Either a loaf of bread with ham and cheese, a hammy cheese sandwich, something satisfying, or just more beef jerky, and slowly consume it in the library. Yep, still the same. They're not doing 22 today. MACD is still not changing. And it might not flip. MACD might not flip from 70. In fact, it's getting stronger. They're throwing out their money here. The money pit right here. They're just throwing money in the pot, and people, they're going to start to realize that this has to go down 20%.
Iceberg ES sell.
Yep. There it is.
Iceberg ES sell.
There it is. There it is, gentlemen. They're getting the denial treatment right now. 522, but Nacarilero. Up 17, but more really -2 for today. I want to see it on the minute. I have to see how it's looking on the minute. It's just real delusional. We got to go up, but we're not going to go up. Let's see how it's looking like on the minute. They're really close to being a sell signal. Oh my goodness. They're really this is looking phenomenal for the needed pullback, the continuation of the trend. Oh no, they're pretty far. This what's happening. Oh, what they did, they got here. I need them to go underneath here. Such weak stuff. They've tried here all day. Just give it up. Give it up. Whomever's buying these bands here, those are the iceberg. You see, iceberg, the old iceberg. These are the icebergs. The buy. Any buy icebergs are this demand right here. Stop it. Stop trying. The sellers are going to win.
Stop ES buy. Iceberg NQ sell. Stop NQ buy. Iceberg ES sell.
They are trying so hard to get out of this here.
Stop ES buy. Iceberg ES sell.
All right, on the minute it shows they went up 22.25. They broke that, so
Stop ES buy.
the next leg should be 25 if they can.
Stop NQ buy. Iceberg ES buy.
Up 30,000.
Stop ES buy. Iceberg ES buy. Stop ES buy.
That's it. They should go smoothly today. Another 10 today, 15, 25 a day. I got paid last night 30, 15. Went out today. 5 of them came through, and another one for 20 out. Month should be interesting now that they paid. Hopefully they don't take 10 whole days. I didn't get paid since the 29th of March as the last payment. So if we're here, hold on. 29th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, the 11th day. So if they're going to take 11 days, whew, lucky they came through. Now I'm not going to wait. Now I'm going to continue sending them because they did pay.
Stop ES buy.
They did what they had to do.
Iceberg ES buy.
I didn't think that they were not going to pay me.
Iceberg ES buy.
the stock market condition, the economic condition was gonna screw them over. Yeah, demand's getting stronger. You see that 70 to 85 or 83. However, their intent here should be clear. They're gonna move up one resistance line, 4 cents. Let's say it's here, right? This one, yeah.
Iceberg
Should I move it up a
ESL.
little bit? Yeah, yeah. 54, what, five or some shit like that? It's it's a very weak intent. They're dealing with all these sellers right here. They're a little bit on the weak end, in my opinion. They should have just gone through if they had real buying power. If the day was gonna be for the Bulls, they should have broken through that like butter, but they're not going to. Matter of fact, on the 30, they're closer to hitting the sell signal and starting the rally, the sell rally, the bear rally again,
Iceberg
than they
ESL.
are of breaking this 530. They're closer to becoming
Iceberg ESL.
513. They're closer on becoming or going under 513 and starting another sell rally than making it to 230. I mean to 530. This is easier. 514.18 and under is easier than 530 for them right now. The trend remains. If all they could do to the trend is it's just a marginal 2 cent difference on a trend line, under 50% extension, I see it under 50. We're gonna test under here, 508. All of this has to go. All of it. All of this buying, nonsensical fucking buying.
Iceberg ES buy. Iceberg ES sell.
Okay, now they're
Stop
trying, but
ES buy.
they're
Stop
still
ES
too
sell.
little. It was a pump, but it was way too little with it. Let's see what happens. Where's the next candle at? All right, you see
Stop
how
ES
strong
buy.
the short sell candle
Iceberg
was?
NQ buy.
This was the 930. This is the 10. You see where it opened? At
Iceberg ES
519.
buy. Iceberg ES buy.
Let's see what happens.
Stop ES sell.
Stop it. Just go down. You guys are not going to make it to 530 at this rate. Just go back to where you're coming from.
Iceberg NQ buy.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have a soda. I think I'm gonna go eat a couple things. Let me check my finances. No, wait. Yeah, my finances again. The checking transactions. Yeah, it'd be 9:10. Should I spend 9:10 in the morning to get a wrap, to get a soda, to get a bag of chips early? I got an hour, and then be satisfied throughout the day.
Stop ES buy.
I think it'd be a good idea.
Iceberg ES buy.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna go get a wrap, a soda, and a bag of chips. I'm starving. I didn't eat anything yesterday. It's time. I'll see you guys at 11:16 Eastern Standard Time.
Stop ES buy.
Let's see what these bulls decide to do if they're gonna reach 530 and collapse, because they're not gonna make it too far. They They're basically dealing with secondary resistance. By the time they get to that main one right there, Nacarila and Lireno, not going anywhere. All right, let's go buy that wrap, that soda and them chips. 9:10, early morning.